Okay, cool. Yeah, you get the number for MetaBeat.
Okay. So um, yeah, if it's a BBS and I'm at like a public place anyway, I shouldn't really have to be too concerned about logging where it came from. But I want to log in as just like a a guest, like a first time user, just to like check out the system, find out what software it runs, etc.
Okay. All right. So I feel like this is a BBS that you can access some parts of it. Like you log in, and the MetaBeat in the matrix. So you're in your bonbon form, and you access their port, and you're in a big like green and black grid sphere, and the BBS node is in front of you with all of its subsystems kind of like transparently visible through it, and it's in the shape of a like a big red gate, the like blocker system, and you can access it either directly through the gate, or there's like a side door for guest entry.
Yeah, so I want to go through the guest entry first.
Okay, so it's like you're in read-only mode. You don't have access to a lot of the boards, but you go in there, and there's the architecture of the system. There's all these like red cubes floating around, and there's like a news area, like a news archive. There's a discussion board. There's like it's basically like a community, like a BBS,
All
and
right.
there's like a README for like what is this BBS about? A
Okay.
welcome message.
Actually, I want to read that first.
Okay, all right. So you open it, and um, it reads you. So you access the file, and an image of Hannah Red Arrow appears. It's like grainy and obviously like shot from real life. She's delivering a speech, and she's speaking a language that you don't speak. You've heard some other orcs speak it. Um, and she's delivering the speech, and she seems like angry. And while she's speaking, you're getting like a live translation and scrolling text with like a language selector, so you can select what language you see it in. It defaults to English,
Okay.
and the translator, when you switch it, it translates and reads it for you. And she's delivering what sounds like she describes it as the MetaBeat Manifesto, and it's about how like this is a space in the Matrix where metahumans can exist like free of human oppression, and that they're like anti-fascist and anti-racist, and like she's giving this like it's not like a screed, like she's being like clear, but she's also very like effective and like passionate about it. And basically it says that like this is a no human space where we can be ourselves without scrutiny from governments or politics. And she finishes, and her image like fades, and the README closes in on itself.
All right. So I want to know if like I can run analyze from here just to get some sort of an idea on maybe how difficult this would be to hack. Is that something I could?
Yeah, I think so. Um, why not? Let's say for this network, you want to analyze just based on the node that you're in, which is a data store.
Yeah, like even with guest access, I should be able to determine, okay, it's this type of software. I know that this is.
Sure. I mean, you can tell at a glance from here. You won't be able to do anything.
Right,
You'll
right.
have to
I'm
spoof your
just,
way into the system,
of
but you just
course.
want to get an idea generally of the
Yes,
security.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So you can roll your analyze. The target number is going to be. Let's see. Target number is 6, and you need 3 successes.
Okay.
It's a pretty well secured system.
And this is just to this is this to actually gain access?
No, this is just to analyze the security systems
Okay.
of the
Okay.
network.
I need 3 successes. Okay. Um, and like pretty much my entire time in here is going to be my duration of the hacking pool. So I need, okay, so I'm going to use 2 dice for this one. Try to see if I can get it. Oops. 2 dice, that'd be 8. All right, 6. Oh shit.
You can spend a karma to reroll if you want.
And I get to reroll all of them, right?
Yeah, reroll it.
Okay, I will actually. Finally. Um, shit. Do I get to use? I get to use my bonus pool, right?
Yeah. Well, you reroll. You roll exactly what you just rolled. So
Right, right. That's it. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, of course. Yeah, it just treats it as if you have built. Okay. All right, so you
This is a 20.
yeah, you're analyzing the system, and it's like pretty hot. Like there's at least gray level ice in here. So if you were to try to hack it, like the risk is a lot higher. And while you're analyzing, you get just some of the surface stuff, and you know right away that it's like these are the things that are obvious that they want to like let you know. These are like guard dogs in the front yard. Um, and as you're analyzing it, someone else logs into the user only section, but they're not wearing a user only like a read only profile. They have a really clear, very detailed avatar. They appear to be a troll. They're white. They're wearing like a Fred Flintstone, like orange and black, kind of like polka dot bear skin or something, like some animal skin, and holding a club. And they have really long arms and are really hairy and have like a big like caveman brow. And then the voice that comes out of it is appropriately like low and like rumbly, and they're like, "You lost."
I'm not even my own avatar, right?
You can be, or you can be just like a
No,
guest.
I want to be like a guest avatar.
Okay, so you're just like a
And it's like
gray. You just,
yeah,
you can
exactly. It's like one of those just silhouette with like
look like a sim.
yeah, blue around it or whatever. And
Facebook
out
profile
of the
with no
avatar.
picture.
I'm just checking out the BBS.
So the caveman is like, well, I think you're done. Time to log off.
What do you mean I'm done? This place seems just the right place for someone like me.
Yeah, well, if you want to come back, you can get a user ID. And he goes to give you.
Well,
like,
I don't.
He reaches into his
understand.
loincloth.
Is your whole community like this? I don't know that I'd want to be a part of it if you're just going to be mean. I thought that this was an area that I could come to where people could learn more about the BBS and the benefits of being a member.
And he says, "Look, you want more information? Don't come here and dig around for it." And he like hands you like it's a package of data, but it looks like a bone with like meat on the end. And he's like, "Take this. It's a contact card. Get in touch if you want to log in. Otherwise, get the hell out. Time's up."
All right, thank you. Fire.
All right, so you wanna just take it from him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So so you get it, and it downloads into your deck. It disappears. It like comes apart when you touch it. And it downloads into your deck as a like basically a contact card for like a generic like new IDs at MetaBeat, with the number.
Okay. Okay.
And then he just kind of stands there with his like big hairy arms folded, watching you, waiting for you to leave.
Just because I know it's like being annoying to this guy, like kind of just send my avatar around the space a few times. No real rhyme or reason, just kind of trolling, and I leave.
Okay. All right. Trolling the troll. All right. So you log out.
Yeah, I log out.
Cool. Okay. Did anybody else have anything that they wanted to do before we take Adia back to the airport?
I don't tell anyone where I'm going. I just leave.
Okay.
Because
And where do you go?
Somewhere.
Just away, like you just don't want to be part of the morning mission.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
of anything on this day, especially if she's leaving. I don't want to be anywhere.
Yeah,
near
she's
her.
leaving.
Aw, Crusher.
She's leaving in the morning.
Yeah.
And
So I leave that morning in the middle of the night, almost like 4 or 5 a.m., and then I'm just gone. I
Okay,
don't have like a comm or anything on me.
Can you make a quickness test for me?
Yeah, sure, Adam.
He just like knock shit over, and we're
Yeah,
like,
you're trying to be
Crusher, where are you going?
I mean, yes, we put all his armor back on.
What's the difficulty?
Let me check. I gotta find out what Hidia's intelligence is. The difficulty is 4.
Fuck, get wrecked.
Okay, and what's your? You have a 2 in.
Damn.
I do 1 + 1.
Damn, son.
All right, so you have your hand on the like hotel room door. You've like snuck out. You've got your like duffel bag full of guns, and you put your hand on the door, and then you hear a voice behind you. This is like you said, like 4 a.m. You hear like, "Hey, you going somewhere?"
I just turn and go.
Okay, so it's Hidia, and she's just like in her like pajamas.
Yeah.
They have little jelly beans on them. And she's looking at you all like bleary-eyed and like rubs her eyes and is like, "Something wrong? Is it more racist?" She sees all your guns.
I just nod. And then I turn the visor on and like turn the door handle. Maybe I look back once, then I just shut the door and walk to the elevator.
If
Okay.
I hear this and it wakes me up, I just yell like, "Shut up! Go back to sleep."
I think that happens. The door closes, and then we hear Night's Ass yell from the other room like, "Shut up!" And then Hidea's like, "Oh, sorry, Night's Ass, sorry." Like goes back to her room. So do you don't leave a note or anything for anybody when you leave?
No.
Crusher?
I'll be,
Okay. So in the
I just come back to the hotel around like 4 or 5.
okay. So after she's gone.
Yeah, 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
All right, so you all wake up the next morning and you're getting breakfast in the kitchen, and Hidea looks like upset or confused, like she's looking around and like seems like anxious. You've still got a couple hours before you drive out to SeaTac to drop her off.
I want to use. Is there a phone that I can use, or where are we? Okay, I want to just call that 99er.
Okay, all right. So you're on the phone. So look, we cut over to Night's Ass, and you pick up the phone and rings a couple of times, and then you hear the phone like click on, and there's like some like a bottle getting knocked off of a counter, and you hear like, "Hello," and then you hear a woman's voice. It's like, "Who is that?" And he's like, "Shut up! I'm on the phone. Hello, who is this? I was asleep. What do you
Who's
want?"
that?
And he's like, "Who are you? What the hell's going on?"
We met yesterday, remember?
Oh, and he's like, you hear it kind of muffled, but you hear him say something about like crazy girl, and then he's like, yeah, I remember you. What's up?
Who's that woman with you?
That's my sister. And then you hear in the background like, your sister? And he's like, shut up, I'm on the phone. Damn it.
You know
Yeah.
what? I've heard enough. Whenever you cut that, I don't know what I want to call her. Whenever you cut your sister loose, I'll find you. But until then, goodbye. And I hang up.
Oh, Night's Ass, so fickle. Easy come, easy go. All right, so you call him and hang up, and that's it for him. So I guess Hidea doesn't mention that. Like she just assumes that Crusher went to deal with official business. Do you guys say anything about Crusher not being here?
I would probably mention it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So she says, well, he left last night. You didn't hear him? Said something about there being more racists. He went to look at. He took all his guns. He looks around. And she looks around. And she's like, well, I mean, none of his stuff is here.
I look
You think
at
he's
Bob,
okay?
I'm like, were there more racists? Like,
There's always
I thought
the
we got them
racists.
all.
There's a
can't
scene
get rid
later
of
in the
all
game where you just kill a guy and you're like, that's it. That was the last
That
one.
was the last racist.
They're all dead.
Did it.
Jump in the air. So yeah, she's just like confused and like you can tell she's holding back tears. Like why didn't you want to say goodbye? Was he lying?
Who?
And everybody just awkwardly is like, he's gone, whatever. All right, so she sniffles a little bit and like wipes her eyes and she's like, okay, I should go. She goes over and like gets her bag and like checks her passport and makes sure she has everything.
while she's doing all of that, I like actively go to Bon Bon. I'm like, do you know where Crusher is? Like,
I don't. No idea. I don't.
Look under the bed. Crusher, buddy.
So I guess like a lot of times characters grow. You know, like they become better people. So it'd be expected that after all this, I realized that Hidea has like her own merits, like her popularity is earned or whatever. But I'm just like helping her pack up, like get her out of here as fast as possible.
Okay.
Like so ready.
You're like criticizing her choice in clothing.
sure. That on
All right. So while you're helping her pack, I think that you like grab a shirt or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, don't look at that," and like goes to grab it from you. What do you want to do?
Oh, I look at it, of course.
Just like hold it up. Okay. So it's pretty old. Like it's got like holes in it and stuff. It looks like she like sleeps in it maybe. It's like a black T-shirt with a big Night's Ass logo on the front. And she
Oh,
like
hun.
turns bright red and is like, "Oh, I didn't want you to see that."
Hun, this is in tatters. You can't wear this out. Like, I don't even make the connection that she sleeps in it. She doesn't wear it out. And I'm coincidentally wearing a Night's Ass t-shirt. Like, huge coincidence. So I start taking it off and I hand it to her. And I'm like, maybe this one? Will this fit you?
So she looks at you and then looks at herself, and she's like, 3 feet taller than you, and she's like, she just holds it, and she's still all like teary from before, and you see like some tears like go down her cheeks. She's like, "I'll cherish it forever." You should probably,
I'll sign it too. Don't worry. I sign
She's
both
like-
of them.
you should probably put some clothes on before we go to the airport.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So she gets packed up. You guys go downstairs where Maurice is waiting with the limo. And you head out to the airport. And Hadia's like pretty quiet most of the way. Just kind of like looking out the window, like doing that thing where she's just like sighing to herself every few minutes. And you get to the airport and you pull up to the curb, and Maurice gets out and like gets her bags and puts them on the curb, and she comes around, and so you guys are all there. Maurice is like awkwardly kind of like sitting in the driver's seat, like waiting to drive away. And so Hadia like looks at you and she's like, "Well, it's been an interesting couple of days."
You know, it really has been.
Thanks for not letting me get killed. I appreciate that.
Anytime, Hadia.
It was our job, you know. I told you we're the best, and I would appreciate it that you put in a good word to, the folks that hired us, and if you ever have to fill out one of those surveys, just think about all the good times we had. Maybe.
While Bonbon's talking, I like walk up and give Hadia a hug.
Okay, all right. She starts crying as soon as you hug her.
Do we have like a Yelp BBS?
rate my Shadowrun.net.
Yeah.
So she's like crying a little bit and trying not to cry and is embarrassed, and you're like tiny in her arms, right? So she's just like kind of crushing you a little bit and just like crying onto your shoulder, and she like wipes her face. And she's like, "Okay, I have to go get on a plane. Go back to Quebec. Okay." And she looks at you, Bonbon, and she's like, she reaches into her bag and she takes out a like an envelope, and she gives it to you, and she's like, "Can you give this to Crusher for me?"
Of course. And I take it.
Okay, so she nods.
Put it in
It's
my
just like
pouch.
a plain white envelope, and on the front she's written in like pink gel pen, like Crusher with a little heart.
I'll make sure it gets to him. Don't you worry about that.
She nods and she says, "I don't know. Should I say I hope I'll see you again soon? I hope I don't need to, but, well, I mean, I don't know how this goes. Do you just disappear into the shadows, or can we talk again?"
I think Bonbon laughs at that point. It's like, well, Hadia, you kind of know a lot of our secrets. So if you ever need anything, and I give her a card, like, here's how you get in touch with us.
Okay, all right. I like that it went that way instead of like, you kind of know a lot of our secrets, so if you ever say anything, we'll kill you.
Well, that's actually in the fine print on the card, so you
It's
might
on the
want to
card.
go
If you
over
ever say
that when you're flying.
All right. So she she picks up her bag, sniffles a little bit, wipes away the last of her tears, puts her Walkman headphones on, gives Night's Ass the like finger gun and presses play, and like walks off into the airport. And as you guys get in the limo and drive away, do we get to see where Crusher is, or is Crusher just like mysterious?
I think the episode ends and you pan out and you see a figure of a troll on like the top of a hotel, and he sees the airplane go up in the sky and you just see him wave. That's where it is.
I love it. Awesome. Like you're like holding binoculars or something, and like
Yeah.
awesome.
Like I know what time the flight leaves or whatever.
Can we then all have a concert on the rooftop like the Beatles?
Yeah, I turn around and you're there, and you have a microphone in your hand. And you just start singing.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Play her out, Knight's ass.
Yeah, that's how it ends.
All right. So for completing the mission, obviously everybody will get paid the agreed upon amount
My
plus
gonna have money.
plus a bonus.
Which is like $1,200.
I think it's let's see, it's 500. No, it was 800 a day times 5 days because Monday getting her to
For
the airport.
each of us?
Yeah, for each person. And then everybody
4,000?
gets and then everybody gets another like danger bonus of 2,500 new yen.
So 6,500.
Yep.
Oh, snap.
Whoa, I can buy some spells with that.
Yeah, exactly. And also everybody gets I'm gonna give everybody 3 karma for completing the mission. Good job. And if anybody has a belief, instinct, or goal that they would like to resolve, you can get karma for that as well.
Go ahead, Wheat.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, for my instinct, I didn't really go in, so
Yeah, I was waiting for you to like hacksaws that dude to be like, oh, you can't stop me, son. But
no.
so politely behaved. That's okay. It was probably smarter of you to resist your instinct.
Well, the human stuff, you know.
yeah. Oh, you had race guilt. I see.
It is. Hey, if you were
That's-
on this
I mean, that's
mission,
valid.
Adam, for 3 months, you would also
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it if I were
have
the
second
boss, so-
thoughts.
Did we get
Yeah.
anything expensed?
Yeah, I mean, none of you like except for the
Hotel room.
The hotel.
I dropped 10K on the hotel.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't
so you don't get that
expense.
expense
Okay.
because you got to pay that in cash. But.
All right.
Yeah, I lost money, but we got a name, so
Yeah, I lost a lot. I lost 10K. Yeah.
it's like
Fuck
my
money.
early career right here.
Fuck
Shadowrun
money,
form.
get karma.
So my belief is that fame is the most important thing, and I used the fame of the 99ers to get out of a situation. Does that count?
Yeah, and I think at the end, it was proved that all along she was a huge fan of yours. Fame is so important.
I never doubted it.
Yeah. If
So do I
there's
get
anything,
2?
you can have 1. You get 1 per session. But if there's anything that Knight's Ass
Man.
needed, it was a confidence boost.
Do you think that, like, by the end, she was like, man, I still love her music, but she is just a shitty person? It's like,
Those tabloids were right.
Yeah, totally. You go to the like Knight's Ass message board, and there's like Orc Chick 45, and she's like, man, I met Knight's Ass. She is weird. Yeah. Anybody else? Crusher, your instinct.
Yeah, I had the instinct see magic run away. I didn't really run away though. I kept it calm.
Yeah, that's fair.
pieced out, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's
did
not like.
piece out.
Yeah, I don't think it complicated your life too much. It's debatable. What do we think? Yes, no. Like as a group.
Doesn't matter to me.
To do what?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's an element of complication there. Like you left. If something bad had happened, you wouldn't have been there for it. You were just lucky that it didn't. Yeah, I think that qualifies.
All right. And
Okay.
then have someone believe in me was the goal. Did she believe in me at the end, or is she pissed that I wasn't there?
Oh, I think that she believed in you ultimately, and that you were doing your job, right? Because that moment at the end where you were like, it's racist, and she was like, okay, you can take care of it yourself. You're a big guy. Yeah, she may have a broken heart, but she still thinks you're tough and cool. So yeah, take the karma for that for sure.
Okay.
But he didn't even do anything. He lied.
Exactly, he had to lie to her.
And then
Lying for karma.
and
Lying
then
for karma.
my new goal is never get close to anyone ever again.
Is that a thing? See, that's a thing you could make that an instinct.
Should I make that
You
an
could replace-
instinct?
Yeah. Because then following your instinct would get you in trouble. You'll never get karma for that if it's a goal.
Okay.
But
That's an
if it's an instinct and someone is like trying to like open up to you and you're like, get away from me,
Yeah.
then yeah, you can totally get karma for that. That's way easier.
I think that's it. Right?
Cool. I
Are we
think
good?
so. Yeah.
Sorry,
Cool.
Brandon,
So for the next mission, I'll do the same thing that I did for this one. I'll put a bunch of missions together, and we'll let the community decide which mission you guys take, if that's okay with you.
Sounds good.
And after the episode, obviously, you still want to get your episode 9 rewards. So I'll post the links on JP on your Reddit with all of the voting for karma for this episode.
Sounds good. All right, let's do some shout outs. Adam, start us off.
Shout outs to you for finishing the mission. Hooray!
Yay!
We did it.
Cool. I'm exhausted. My shout outs are going to be terrible. Follow me on Twitter at SkinnyGhost. That is all you need to know. Read what's on the card and do that too.
There you go. There you go. Short and sweet. Kaitlyn, do some shout outs. We'll do them out of order.
Hi. How did we ever establish the order? Just curious.
Adam is first, Dodger is second, you're third, and well, you're usually fourth, and then Wheat's third. That's how it's set up in XSplit.
Oh, it's an XSplit. Okay, so you just like randomly did it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, you can also follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Kaitlyn, then _ between the Y and the N. And you can watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Kaitlyn, and that's about it. So thanks everyone so much for watching.
There you go. Wheat, do some shout outs.
Yo, thank you for watching. I'm so glad that we finally finished a mission. I can guarantee you that Bomb Threat won't be taking any escort missions anytime soon because now we are, officially Shadowrunners. So we've got to get into the heavy shit now. So thank you guys. You know what? I can say this week's going to be a good one. Got some TwitchCon news coming out. I'm excited for it.
Dramatic gasp.
Yes. Follow me on Twitter, djWHEAT, and yeah. Thanks for watching. I love you guys.
Last but not least, Dodger, do some shout outs.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dodger. Check out all the stuff that's on the card. I did not expect this mission to take 9 weeks. Never in a million years did I think it would take
Technically, it took
8 weeks. 8 weeks. Excuse me. But at the same time, I feel like it was really good because it gave us a lot of opportunities for character development, for really like settling into who we are and what we want, and yeah, I'm excited to do a new mission with everybody because this has been real fun so far. So, Dev Life, #DevLife. Follow me on all the stuff.
There you go. All right, we'll let you guys know when we're playing again, probably right after the show. And we'll see you then. So thanks everyone for watching. We're out. Bye bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.